What's up, Rasmanites? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Shell, Turtle Power. Here we go, it's the Lean Green Ninja Team. On the scene, cool teens doing ninja things. So extreme out the sewer like laser beams. Get rocked by the Shell Shock Pizza Kings. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze made the chosen few emerge from the shadows to make them move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's the leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his ninjas through. Donatello is the fellow has his way with machines. Raphael's got the most attitude on the team. Michelangelo, he's one of a kind. He knows where to find when it's party time. Master Splinter taught him every single skill they need to be one lean, green, mean, incredible team. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Thoughts on the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. Today, on the Razman's Reality. Well, you all have been asking me and asking me and asking me to give some early thoughts on Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so that's what I'm going to do. And yes, that was all in one take. I spent a few days memorizing that theme song, and that was all in one take. So, come on, give me some major props for that. Alright, so before we get started, because you know me, when I get started ranting and raving, I'm going to forget things. So, as always, this program and channel are sponsored by Handi Enterprises Inc., your productivity and communication specialist. All company contact information is down below in the description box. Make sure that you check them out if you haven't already. I do everything for the company. I am the social media maverick for it, so if you want to support me, please support it. Alright, so TMNT 2012, as I've taken to call it, because calling it Nickelodeon's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that automatically will give people a bad taste in their mouth, because they didn't exactly handle the DVD release of Turtles Forever all that well, did they? That would be an emphatic no. So, TMNT 2012, what do I think of it? Well, here's the thing. They're clearly trying to recapture the feel and tone of the 80s series. This is supposed to be a series for kids. So, right off the bat, you're not going to get things that are as accurate to the comics as most of us would like, and you're not going to get everything that's right in line with kayfabe. That being said, or mythos, sorry, not kayfabe. Kayfabe is a wrestling term. Got wrestling on the brain today because I either already made a huge announcement or I'm about to make a huge announcement in regards to that. So, if you saw it, the video before this one, then you'll know. If you didn't, well, then stay tuned. But anyway, Memphis-wise, you're not going to get everything that you would like from a show aimed toward kids. That being said, I feel that Nickelodeon TMNT 2012 could be a lot worse than it is. I mean, we're 3 episodes in, and really the only things that I don't like are the animation style. I'm not really a big fan of using anime with turtles, because I don't think they go together. But obviously, that's something that's not going to change. So you either get used to it or you don't, and I'm slowly getting used to it now that we're three episodes in at the time of this recording. So slowly getting used to that. And the only other two things I really don't like about it, well, three things. Another one that's not going to change. All these are probably not going to change. Let's just preface that. So another one is I don't really like the name, or excuse me, not the name. I was about to say I can't remember his name, but I don't really like the guy who's playing Michelangelo. The voice just seems off to me. So I'm definitely going to have to get used to that. He's no previous incarnation of Michelangelo voice-wise for sure. And it's just really bothersome because the rest of the voice cast does really well. I'm really, really surprised at Jason Biggs as Leonardo, and I think that Sean Astin as Donatello, or excuse me, as Raphael, is just amazing. I mean, it's Sean freaking Astin playing a Ninja Turtle. I mean, what more do you want? And then you've got our old favorite from TMNT, the original series, Rob Paulsen, as Donatello. And at first, I didn't think that I was going to like that because Rob Paulsen's playing another turtle that's not Raphael. But what he's clearly doing is paying homage to Clark from the TMNT original series adaptation of Donatello. So you couldn't really ask for a more perfect way he's doing it. I still hear Raphael a little bit, but he's doing a good job playing Donatello and not really distracting me. So I was very surprised about that. So what are the other two things I don't like? Clearly they're going with the anime style influence and making fun of English dubs anime. So they're having the Krangs as, and that's the other thing that was kind of different about this series, but I don't really have a problem with it really, because everybody sort of mistaked the Utrons for all being Krang in the 2003 series, and they kind of poke fun at that by having one of them names being Krang in a episode finale of, I think it was either season 1, might be even be season 2, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was season 1. But yeah, right before Turtles in Space, they had actually one of the Utrons being named Krang. So they kind of took that confusion and just ran with it where people are going to think aliens are Krang, so we're just going to call them all Krang. So it's taken some getting used to, and I don't mind it as much as I thought I would. The thing that I mind is the fact that they're all in robot bodies and they're all Krang, and which is fine because that was something that we got from the original series with Krang in a robot body. But the thing they changed up is that they can barely speak English because they're robots, and so they sound like a bad Japanese dub. They're like, Krang, go and see the enemies in this place that are not supposed to be in this place to make sure that they're in this place. So, yeah, I don't really like that too much. It is getting really annoying really fast, actually. So hopefully by season 2 it's something that they'll change up, because if they keep that going for 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons, it's just gonna like give me such a headache. And the screen just went black, so hopefully we're gonna be okay here. We should be okay, but what I mean is I can't see where my head is looking at the camera, so yeah. Anyway, I don't really like the crying thing with the way they talk. And the other big change they, of course, made was that April's a scientist like she's supposed to be in comic book origin and like she was in the 2003 series, but she's a teenager because they're making a storyline where Donatello has a crush on April. And I don't mind it. I think that April being a teenager is actually more relatable to these turtles because these turtles are more of a teenager than any turtles incarnation that we've ever seen. They're truly acting like teenagers. I mean, the first time they went up to the surface in the pilot, they didn't even know how to pronounce pizza. They said pizza, which is actually one of the funniest lines in the series so far. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And April being a teenager actually makes sense, but it's just a huge change. And the thing that makes me nervous about it is the fact that are they actually going to try and have a relationship between April and Donnie? Because a relationship between a turtle and a human, I have huge reservations about it. But yeah, I have huge reservations about that. If they do that, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Other than that, though, I really can't complain about this series. I think the action is really good. It's way better than the Kids Tone original series was in the beginning. And I think that the more modern setting for the Turtles actually really works. And the way they did it is really working so far. And the rest of the voice cast is fantastic. Like I said, all the turtles are fantastic except Mikey. He's going to take some getting used to. Splinter is fantastic. Shredder is fantastic, what little we've seen him. And I like what they're doing with the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers are human, which is something I was afraid they wouldn't be with them going with a kids' tone type of series. I was afraid they would be robots like they were in the original series. So, yeah, there's just really not too much to complain about this series with so far. It's way better than I expected it to be. So, my early impressions after 3 episodes, as I said at the time of this recording, give TMNT 2012 a chance because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I know that I am. Turtle Power. This is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.